Hello once again, I'm back with another income report installment, but before I get into that, I want to say a huge thank you to everyone that has followed this channel so far. Last week this channel hit 1,000 subscribers. I really didn't expect to reach that milestone in such a short period of time, so thanks again. Alright, so let's jump into my income report for March 2022. And going back to last month's report, I said my target for March would be anything above $4,000, but I'm not too sure about that with everything that's going on in the world right now. Inflation is out of control and this could affect my sales due to people having less money as living costs continue to rise. So as you can see, I managed to beat my prediction slightly, which is a nice bonus. I also published my first book since December, which was an activity book in the Mother's Day niche. Overall, it took me about 4 days to create the book and it sold really well organically as we approached Mother's Day. Just in case you're looking a bit confused, Mother's Day in the UK was on the 27th of March and I think the US celebrates it on the 8th of May this year. So after 3 months of not publishing, I can still come into a competitive niche and sell organically, proving that KDP is not saturated, you just need to have a proven strategy. Also, if we compare my results against March 2021, I have increased my royalties by about $570. I've had a few comments on recent videos asking why my screenshots from a year ago have the same amount of books published. And just to address that, this isn't an old screenshot, this is from today. You can access all of your previous royalties within Amazon's royalty estimator. However, when you look back at old data, it doesn't adjust the amount of books to that time. So here is another screenshot of my first month on Amazon KDP and it still says I have 1,503 books. My top 10 best-selling books brought in roughly 50% of all my royalties, and from my 1,503 books, only 94 sold last month. That shows you that it's not about how many books you have uploaded, because less than 10% of my books sold last month. My top 10 books were a mix of activity books, logbooks, journals, and planners. My target for April is anything above $3,500, as I still think people will spend less and less on non-essential things as living costs continue to rise. Okay, so let's have a look at how much profit I made after all of my expenses. First on the list is BookBolt, which I use for all of my cover designs. I have a lifetime membership, so I don't pay for it monthly, but I like to add it so you can see the paid tools that I use to get the results that I do. I'd recommend going for the cheaper option if you're just starting out, and if you join up through the link in my description, you can get 20% off. Next up is Helium 10, which helps me to find successful keywords and search terms that my competitors are using. This is probably a big factor as to why I can make organic sales in a very competitive niche. It's a bit pricey at $97, but if you've already made money with Amazon KDP, then it's a good investment to take your business to the next level. Again, if you do join up through the link in my description, you can get Helium 10 for half price for the first month or 10% off the normal price forever. It's totally your choice. Next is Adobe Illustrator, which I use for editing my graphics and elements, as well as creating A+ content. I use Creative Fabrica for fonts, graphics, and even mockups for social media advertising. It's amazing value at $19, but if you use the link in my description, you can join for just $1. Next is my biggest expense, and that is Amazon advertising. I spent $1,189 for March, and I had slightly higher than desired ACoS of 29%, which I will try to reduce for April. So my total expenses come to $1,332, and if I subtract that from my royalties, then I am left with $2,766, and for my fellow Brits, that is £2,109. Overall, I'm happy with the results for March. I made more money than March last year, so it's nice to see progress there. The next 3 to 4 months are normally the worst performing for me, so I'm not expecting too much. If you have any questions or need any help with self-publishing, then feel free to join my private Facebook group. The group is growing fast and we have lots of knowledgeable members who can help you battle through all of the unknowns as well as keep you motivated and inspired. My next video will be on Amazon advertising, So make sure that you have subscribed so you don't miss it. I'll see you then. Take care.